Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So you might be wondering, what am I doing in this video? And you might see, rank default. Did I lose my YouTube rank? What happened? I'm not in the faction. I'm broke. I got zero money. Nah, it's alright because I am on an alt. I don't know if this is allowed, but I'm not doing anything bad. It's just for a video. So basically, you might have seen surviving 100 days in Minecraft. So the idea today is I am surviving 100 days as a default player. So I don't have any special ranks, nothing special, no special treatment from anyone. So no donations, no nothing, no handouts, unless people drop stuff at spawn, because that usually happens and I'm allowed to do that. I don't know why my skin's broken, but yeah. So before we actually hop in, make sure to like, subscribe already, and make sure to check out my texture pack. First link in the description will be the video. So make sure to copy yourself my texture pack because it is fully released right now. Everything's on it and it's absolutely awesome. We have 68 downloads already in one day. That is insane. So first things first, when you're actually just starting out, you want to select the miner. So you might see I've got the miner kit, but if you chose something else, you can class reset using /CR and change to miner. So this class will actually get you the most money, and money is what you need. Since you might know that Minecraft days last for 5 minutes each, so we won't be counting nights. So 5 minutes each. So every 5 minutes is a day. If an activity I do lasts over 5 minutes, it will be counted as over 1 day. So 100 minutes is 500. No, 100 days is 500 minutes. So let's see how long that takes. First things first, you want to start yourself out and maybe get yourself a base. So to be secure, do I have PV1? Oh, I do. So let me store this in case I die. And what you want to do is do /wild. So for day 1 in surviving 100 days on SD Craft factions is make sure to go vote on the website, because you will actually get yourself a free crate that will actually help you out, and I'll be doing that. And I'll also get myself some wood because I actually can't afford anything and I will definitely be needing it for my base. So I just voted and I got myself a vote crate. So let me just open it real quick. Hopefully we get some money and hopefully we get some spawners, because that's what we need. And yes, perfect. So we got ourselves a blaze spawner. That's really good. 250k, 750k, and some stuff. So let me just sell all. We have a total of $8 million. So that will help us out greatly. So we also have a demon kit and emperor kit. Which one's better? Demon kit. So let me just put this on. We have some bedrock. And yeah, so let me just find myself a place to set home. So I was just running and you can see the leftovers of some base. So this base looked really awesome. It looked like a farm base, but it has sadly gone. So it's time for the voiceover. So I have been running for a few days right now and it is about day 2. And I spotted a cow in the distance and I didn't know where it was. So I ran upon it and all I could find was a bedrock platform and a bedrock pillar with something on the top of it. But I don't want to lose all my stuff in case there were people here, so I deposited everything in my PV because everything I had right now was extremely valuable to me and my $8 million. So I had to keep some extra obsidian on me in case I had to build anything. And all I could find here was a claimed chunk from history and nothing else, so I continued running. And I stumbled upon this dead end of a platform and there was nothing there for me, so I returned back. I had to continue running because time was running out. So I also came across this claimed chunk, but I didn't want to risk going down in case I couldn't come up. And I was pretty far out, so I didn't want to risk it, so I just continued running. And hopefully we find somewhere good to place our base down. I nearly dropped into this hole one by one, and if I did, I could have possibly died. So luckily I didn't. So I continued running. Hopefully I don't die anywhere, because everything's valuable to me. So day 3, I spotted some weird bedrock bases. And I'm not sure if they were bases, so I checked them out and there was nothing in it. It was just like stairs up or something. It looked like a TP trapper's base. And I came up to the top, hoping I could see something cool in the distance, but I couldn't. I could only see another bedrock base looking thing and a half bedrock, half obsidian box. So I went to check it out, but I don't think it was anything. It might have been a raided base. As you can see, it was an exotic claim, so they might have had a sky base or a base below. There was nothing on the sign, so there was nothing there for me. Let's continue. So in day 4, I came across this weird obsidian biome. I don't know what it was. I still don't know what it is, but it has trees made of magma. It has lava, it has obsidian, and it has magma cube things. And it's a really unsafe environment, because if someone catches me out, they could easily come and kill me because I can't tunnel anywhere and my gear is really bad. And there was also the risk I could fall into the lava, and on a few occasions I came across it and I nearly fell in. But luckily I didn't, and it is the end of this biome. So fresh grass now. Hopefully I can come across a good area soon to make my first base. So the grassland didn't last too long. I had to run across the bedrock biome once again. So you can see me struggling to get up because my space bar is broken for some reason. And on the left there were remains of a base or something. You're not exactly too sure, but hopefully my base doesn't get raided. And that is an example why you don't build your base on the surface. So on day 7, I managed to leave the dirty old obsidian platform, and I finally got myself to water. So I attempted to make myself a boat, but it didn't turn out as I wanted. I don't know what is wrong with boats on the server, but they might have got disabled or something, and you just can't ride them. So travel got 10 times slower. I was hoping I could make my base a bit further, but yeah, sadly boats didn't work. I had to abandon that plan and continue running and swimming through the oceans, slowly but surely. On day 7, I came across some kids raiding a base maybe. I can't tell what they were doing, but I had to hide. I couldn't lose my stuff. It was too valuable for me. But they were raiding a base, and I don't want to get spotted because I just can't PvP that well, and I just don't have the resources to 3v1. I have no friends on the server. I have nothing, and this is a solo series. So after a second, I saw them leaving. So I was hoping I could get the leftovers of the base, but once I got there was absolutely nothing. And this was a YKR base. I have never heard of this faction before, so it must have been a little raid. And for some reason you can't open chests in a claim, so I couldn't even check the chests because I don't want to spend money on creeper eggs or anything. So I had to continue running and accept my loss. And I had to look back in case they came back. I didn't want to die. cause that would be a really bad ending to the trip. So I had to look ahead and keep running forward and not turn back on the loss of the raid. On day 8, I came across this obsidian biome once again, and there was nowhere else for me to go, so I just had to continue running, looking back on the base once again, hoping that I don't get chased by the others that came to raid the base. So this biome actually wasn't that long. I quickly hopped off it, and as soon as I left, I saw a claim, and it was a pretty big claim, and it was owned by Rocket Inc. And I'm pretty sure I saw them in chat sometimes, so it was somewhat a decent faction. On the left, you can see a remains of a base, probably raided once again, and that is an example of why you don't build bases on the surface. So on day 10, I came across this river and I decided to make my base inside of it. It seemed pretty cozy, pretty safe in the water, so I decided to dig down and make myself at home. So I had to get my pickaxe out of my PV because I deposited it in case I died, because that's probably my most valuable thing at the time. So I dug down, hoping I could find a good place, a place that not many people have been to, and make myself at home. So once I dug down, I saw that a lot of people have mined here. So it's a pretty active area. We are only about 3,000 blocks away from spawn. So it is expected for there to be some kind of activity around these areas. So I had to dig up, so I'm not on Y level 1, because that's where people mostly mine and that's where most bases are. So I dug up to around Y level 15 or 20 and decided to call home there. So I mined out a decent area, an area that was big enough for me and my little chests and little house. So it was time to find the layout of my base. So I took out my bedrock, started marking out my little base, and just got to work. So I was slowly running out of bedrock and I didn't want to make the base too small, so I mined out some extra space on the top so I could make it at least 5 tall. So I actually had some space for my big head, for my big brain. So I had 4 bedrock left at this point and I ran clean out. I checked my PVs. Empty, nothing there. So I noticed I had a kit left and I decided to open it, hoping I could get the bedrock, but without me noticing, entities got cleared and the bedrock went forever. I didn't notice until it was too late and I was pretty freaking sad. I panicked. I thought someone was invisible there. I checked chat and there it was, cleared entities. So I had to make some money. I opened my relics, hoping I could make some thousands, hoping I could afford some extra bedrock. So I went into shop, hoping I could afford some bedrock, and I could. 12.5 thousand. So 187,000 for bedrock. It was really expensive. It hurt my account, but it wasn't even enough. I had to get some more. So back in the shop we go, 5 more. So this should fill it out perfectly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here we are in our little base, setting home our first ever base. I was so proud of myself. I have some extra gear. I got myself a spawner and even a spare kit. So I was fully set out. I was ready to go into the world of Minecraft. So first things first, I had to get myself a crafting table and make myself some chests to deposit my stuff, because I don't have much PV space. I'm not even sure how many I had. So I had to go back and get myself some lighting, because it was quite dark and I couldn't make it too dark for the base for the video. So I had to make some lighting. So I was pretty proud of it. It was time to start playing factions. So first things first, placing down the blaze spawner. My base isn't symmetrical, but you know what, it's too late for now. So I might go kill the blazes later on, but for now it is time to go mining. So if you didn't know, on the server, mining is a big part. So there's MCMMO levels, and those actually give you money while you mine. So you have a larger chance of getting relics. Had to get myself some food for the journey, and it was time to make some serious money. So it was time to mine down and get myself to cobblestone so I can actually get some relics. So as you could see, my mining level already went up, and it was pretty easy to level up. And also you could get yourself some night vision from the shop, so that's what I did, so you guys can see. You're welcome. It costs 250,000, but it is extremely worth it. So I have been mining for a few days, and it was extremely worth it. So at the start, I am MCMMO level 4. So it is really hard to get stuff like treasure chests and shard pouches. So I have to keep mining and level up. So let's see how far we can get. So it is day 50. We have been down there for 20 to 30 days, and we have managed to get ourselves a few crate keys. Not crate keys, relics. So here we are opening some shard pouches, and we got quite a few of them, but we can open the relics in the spawn, so we had to go to our base and make ourselves at home. So we started opening shard pouches, hoping we could get something really good. Inventory was getting quite full, so soon we had to deposit everything in the chest. So here we are, depositing things in a chest. We got a few tags. We got a netherite ingot. I'm pretty sure that's from mining MCMO level 25. So we will use that later on, as we could level up our diamond pickaxe to netherite. So we'll be doing that later on. Last 3 treasure chests, hoping we could get something really good. Turkey tag, ape tag, unlucky tag, and that's pretty much it. So we redeemed our tags. We sold everything for 755,000. So it is time to upgrade our pickaxe, but sadly we need 10 XP. So quickly chomping down some blazes. It shouldn't take too long. There we go. 9, 10, and there we go, netherite. So this was day 50, and it was time to say goodbye to the challenge. So So see you guys back in part 2.